See, there are 6 important terms which has been mentioned. The first is grant. What do you mean by grant? Say I am granting something, or I grant you the leave or whatever. It means that you are issuing something. So as far as ESOP is concerned, grant means issue of option to the employees. Now what do you mean by option? It means that a right which is given to the employee. Basically, it is not an obligation to the employees. It is purely a right of the employer whether they want to exercise it or not, as I already told you. So the language says that option means a right but not an obligation granted to an employer in pursuance of ESOPs to apply for shares of the company at a predetermined price. So it is completely at the option of employees. Now see, what is intrinsic value? Intrinsic value, it is the excess of market price of the share under ESOPs over the exercise price of the option, including upfront payment if any. So intrinsic value means the gap. If the company is giving option to the employees of the company to purchase the share at a predetermined price, which I already told you that that predetermined price is always less than the market price, because this is for the benefit of the employees so that they can earn some profit out of it. So basically that profit part, the difference between the exercise price of that option and the market price of the share is known as intrinsic value. So that is basically, or you can say that it is the margin or it is the profit of the employer, which is the intrinsic value of the ESOPs. Now the fourth one is exercise price. Exercise price is the price payable by the employees for exercising the option granted to him in pursuance of the ESOPs. So exercise price is basically the price which is payable by the employees. Now the vesting period. Now what is vesting period? It is the time period during which the vesting of option granted to the employees on pursuance of ESOPs takes place. And the sixth one is the exercise period. It is the time period after the vesting within which the employer should exercise his right to apply for the share against the option vested in him in pursuance of the ESOPs. Let me explain you vesting period and exercise period with an example. Say today is 28th of February 2015, right? If I want to give ESOPs to the employees of my company, and if I am saying that they can purchase the shares at some predetermined price, say X, during the period 31st March 2017 to 30th of September 2017. So this 6-month period I am giving to my employees to purchase the shares of the company at a predetermined price which is quite lower than the market price. So this 6 month which I am giving is the exercise period, because this is the period which is in the hands of employees during which they can exercise their option, the options which they have in their hand to purchase the shares of the company at an exercise price, you can say. So that is basically the exercise period in which they can exercise their rights, right? So this is known as exercise period. Now see, today is 28th February 2015 and I am giving this option starting from 31st of March 2017. So basically this 2 year 1 month, because this option will start after 2 year 1 month, 31st of March 2017, right? So 2 year 1 month from today is the vesting period. It is known as vesting period because this option actually triggers, this option will actually triggers for the employees after 2 year 1 month, and today I am giving the option. So today I am granting the option and the vesting period will be 2 year 1 month and the exercise period will be 6 months.